Those of you on Facebook Live or Instagram joining us for this class, you got about 30 seconds until we'll start officially. Stretch out, get some space. Okay, everybody start getting ready to line up. Jennifer and Adri, go on over. I'm just going to reset our cameras. And why don't you guys move one spot over to the left? Like one over. Facebook people, don't worry, I've got you. All right. Just another moment. Hello, everybody who is joining us. Let me just get some of this stuff out of the way. One last check. Looks good. It's a different angle. Perfect. Power those when you guys are stretching out. All right, everybody, welcome to the class. If you're joining us today, everyone stand straight and Shinzen bow. Nice. Face your bow. Nice. Bow Shion Jennifer. Nice. Bow Senpai Adri. Nice. Heels together, hands together, and Mokuso. Mokuso Yume and Nore. Very good. Right from where you are, everyone right leg stepping back, picking up a fighting stance, and hamaite. Yep. Start moving around, punches and kicks, warming yourselves up. The goal should be at the end of this, you are feeling a little bit warm, heart beating a little bit faster. If you're not sure of what to throw, you can copy one of the seniors that you see. And Yame. Very good. Everyone on your own, stretch out 30 seconds. And let's stand up.
Nice.
Very good. One more time, Shinzen bow. Nice. Face here. Nice. You guys can face each other.
Nice.
Good. So for the purpose of the camera, actually, why don't you take a little step towards me? Jennifer, take a little step forward. Good. Now they're both very visible. Excellent. Actually, Jennifer, no, it's fine. Ready, yoi. Right leg forward into right Sanchindachi. Both hands up. Kamaite. Very good. Actually, I take that back. Well, actually, a little more to your right, your left, excuse me, towards me. And now, a little, it's fine. Okay, both fists straight out. Right fist pull back. Punching to the stomach, slow and strong with a deep breath. Ich. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Rook. Full speed, snap the punch. Ready, ich. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch. Ku. Jump. Bring it up to the face. Jodan Suki. Slow and strong. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Full speed. Ready. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch. Ku. Jump. Bring the punch down. Gedan Suki. Slow and strong. Last set of Ibuki. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Full speed. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch. Ku. Jump. All three punches put together. Ready? Sanban Suki. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch. Ku. Jump. We're going to let out a loud ki in the third punch. Everyone at home, I want you to go ahead and put out a loud ki as well. I know you guys can get away now in all of the classes without ki-ing at home because we can't check. But now I want you to do it. I want your neighbors knocking on your door going, what are you guys doing there at home? So that you can say, we're doing a karate class. You can do it also through our website. Ready? Ki in the third punch. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch. Ku. Jump. We're going to reverse the Sanban Suki. Go from the bottom to the top. Gedan, Chudan, Jodan. Right away full speed. Right away loud ki on the third punch. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch. Ku. And jump. Very nice. Right leg will pull back. Nore. Good. Everyone down on your stomach. Push up position. No. All the way down. So we normally here will just say go ahead and do any style of push-up that you'd like. What I'm going to have instead here is specifically Shion Jennifer is going to do normal push-ups. And Senpai Adri is going to do any variation that's a little more challenging. So either wider than normal, narrower than normal, staggered, anything that makes it a more challenging push-up than just a regular one. Or, of course, you can just do regular push-ups for 30 seconds. But those are your choices. And Hachime, begin. You'll also notice that Senpai Adri is doing push-ups on your knuckles. Feel free. Just be careful about the surface that you're using on at home. A regular hardwood floor is probably the best because it has a little bit of give to it. But you can experiment. Just no injuries, of course. Halfway there. And down. Onto your back. Right away, any abdominal exercise. So specifically here, Jennifer is going to go something moving. So she'll do any form of crunch or sit-up or whatever. And Adri's going to do something static. So he can do a V-sit position. He can flip over and do a plank. He can do a leg raise, whatever. But something where you're not moving at all. Yeah, so Adri decided to flip over and do a plank. Jennifer's doing crunches and begin. 30 seconds. So again, you should have a sense of your own exercise, your own conditioning. If a 30-second plank just does nothing for you, it's the easiest thing in the world, then don't do that. If doing 20, 30 crunches doesn't feel like anything, don't do that. Do something a little more challenging. Find something that works for you. Halfway, a little more. And down. 30 seconds stretch out any way you'd like. So everyone at home, put a little effort into stretching your legs. We're going to come back with some kicks. You know, we're at the time of year where on a given day, it might be really warm or it might be quite chilly. And so you need to allow yourself that extra time to stretch out on those chillier days. And even on the warmer days, don't make the assumption that, oh, I don't need to do it as much. I'm fine, I'm already warm. And then you end up pulling a muscle and have an injury and have to get over it when it was entirely avoidable. All right, let's stand up. Okay. So we will often throw our kicks from a variety of different positions, sometimes from a Zen Kutsurachi, sometimes from a neutral stance, sometimes from a fighting stance. Last time in class, I believe we did our kicks more kickboxing style from a fighting stance. Today we're going to do it from a traditional stance. So Senpai Adri and Shion Jennifer, turn and face this way.
Yes.
And then Jennifer, take a big step to your right, and Adri, take a big step to your left.
Yes.
Excellent. Yep. Adri, a little bit back this way. Perfect. Everyone's in line on both sides. Okay. Right leg back, Zen Kutsurachi, both hands down. Ready? Kamaite.
Yeah.
Very good. So for the first kick here, we're going to do Mai Kiyage, which is our front straight high kick. The goal is this is not an actual kick you would use. This is a kick that we use to warm up our hamstrings and to practice our balance. So you can leave your arms down, kind of like if you were on a tightrope, holding the stick or having your arms up. So leave the arms down. When we get to our regular kicks, we'll have our hands up. And we're simply swinging our leg up and back down to where we started. Try to hit the same spot on the floor that you are now. Ready? Ich. Swing up and down. Ni. Arms can stay down low for balance. Sun. Relax on the way up. Chi. When you tighten the muscle and resist, it goes lower. Go. Up and back. Very good. Rup. Sich. Hach. Hook. Jump.
Yep.
Switch your legs. Let's warm up the other one.
Yes.
Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rup. Sich. Hach. Go. Jump.
Yeah.
Good. Switch your feet. So we're throwing these kicks from our Zen Kutsurachi. When we're throwing kicks from a fighting stance instead, everything is lighter and more pragmatic, and you'll see like a front snap kick just fire out fast or snap out quick and come back. The goal from Zen Kutsurachi is that it's a larger, more exaggerated version of our stance, and so the kick will be bigger, it will reach out further, and then we're going to bring it all the way back to the spot, and so it's in that exaggeration that we build some strength for our kicks. So big Maigiri front snap kick, and bring it all the way back to where we started. Ich. And all the way back. Neat. A little bigger than you think you should. Everyone on the floor and at home. Sun. Good. Chi. Good. Don't let your stance shorten. Keep it long. Go. Rup. Sich. Hach. Ho. Very nice. Jump.
Yeah.
Very good. Switch your feet.
Yes.
Same thing. Left leg. Ich. Ni. Sun. Chi. Go. Rup. Sich. Hach. Go. Jump.
Yeah.
Excellent. Switch your feet again.
Yes.
Off your back leg. Mawashigiri.
Yes.
Now that our legs are a little bit warmed up, we're going to do this slightly differently. On the first 5 of each set of 10, your goal is to be precise where you throw the kick. So I want you to visualize aiming it at an opponent's leg or an opponent's midsection or to an opponent's head, whatever your flexibility allows. Either to the leg, to the rib, or to the head. That's the first 5. When we get to the 6th count on up, we're going to try to not go for the specific spot, but we're going to try and go higher. At home, be very careful that you have the balance. The floor might be a little slipperier than otherwise. I don't want anyone falling over when they throw the kick, certainly if you've got stuff around. So try to push the height on the kick, but do it safely. So first 5, aim to a specific target. Second 5, try to go as high as you can. Mawashigiri roundhouse kick. Ready? Ich. Good. Aim for a specific target. Ni. Good. Sun, try to hit the exact same spot every time. Go. And now push the height. Rup. Yes. Sitch, push it higher. Hatch. Cook. And go.
Yeah.
Everyone switch your feet.
Hush.
Left leg, same thing. Aim for a specific target. Thigh, rib, head. Whichever one of those you'd like. Ich. Be specific. Knee. Sun. Cheek. Go. We're going higher. Rup. Bring it up higher. Yes. Sitch. Good. Hatch. Go. Jump. Very nice. Okay, everyone stay in this stance. So for those of you at home, you probably have your right leg in front. Whatever leg you didn't just kick with should be in front. All right. Now let's change our stance from our Zen Kutsurachi instead into our Kibarachi. Go ahead. Kamaite. So whatever leg you didn't just kick with, it's in front. You kick with the back leg because we're now going to throw side kick off of our new front leg. There's 3 different ways in which you can throw side kick, and I'd like you to pick which one you'd like. So the first one is you leave your legs where they are and you lean back up onto your back leg. So we chamber up. The second version is that our feet come together by stepping forward and we lift our chamber up. And the third and final one is the back foot actually steps behind the front foot and we lift our chamber up. You would vary these 3 different approaches depending on how far away your opponent is. If they're coming at you, you would step back. If they were at neutral distance, you would bring your feet forward to add some power. And if they were a little further away, you would add that full back step behind your foot. If you're stepping behind, make sure it's behind and your toes are pointing away from the target. So either together, step back, or step forward. Ready? Ich. Right leg, side kick. Good. Good. And just the 2 of you try to reset right where you were. So big stand frame. Sun. I'm sorry, that was me. Sun. Yep, you're looking good. Very good. G. Go. Don't worry about the height on this one. We don't necessarily want to try to throw side kick as high as possible. Rook. Just try to be precise. This is mainly a kick you throw to the body anyway. Sitch. Hatch. Go. Ju.
Yeah.
Everyone switch your stance. Other leg in front. Left leg in front. If at home you had the other leg in front, don't worry about it. Just switch, make sure we cover both legs. Ready? Ich. Side kick off of here. Again, either feet come together, retreat back, or step all the way forward. Knee. Good. Sun. Cheek. You can also mix it up. You don't have to do the same way at all 10. Go. Rook. Sitch. Hatch. Good. 2.
Yeah.
Very nice. Everyone step forward with your back leg. Right arm comes into the front. Nare. Very good. So now I want you to think of a stretch that you didn't do before. And we're now going to go into that for the next 30 seconds. And begin. Any stretch you'd like, preferably one you didn't do before. You can start running through your mind the Sanbon Kumite. We're going to come back and do that. For those of you that have taken class with me, the methodology we often do with Sanbon Kumite is we do it 3 times. This is how we're going to do it today as well. 3 times. The first repetition, I'm going to call it out by the techniques. Second rep, you guys are going to do it on the count without an explanation. And then the third time, we switch our feet, do it on the other side, also without an explanation. So your first rep, that's the chance to kind of remind yourself of it or learn it if you haven't done it before. Okay, everyone who's at home, stand up, get ready to go. And yo. Once again, right leg back, Zen Kutsurachi, get on the right. Hamaite.
Yeah.
Good. Number 1, with an explanation. Stepping in, stomach punch. Ich. Stepping in again. Knee. We're stepping in, face punch with a kiai. Sun.
Yeah.
Good. Defense. We're stepping back. We're retreating. Left arm outside block. Ready? Ich. Knee. Same thing. Upper block. Sun. Wait there. Move the hand out of the way. Their arm is up above you. Punch to the stomach. Roundhouse kick to the head, kiai.
Yeah.
Very nice. Recover back to where we started. Okay. number 2, or excuse me, not number 2, but second repetition of the first one. I'm going to count it out, but I'm not going to describe it. Seniors here are obviously doing it. You can copy them. They are a mirror image of you. Try to figure it out. If later we find out that, a number of the students following don't know the Sanban Kumite, it'd be easier to do it with them in front of you, like you're following them physically. We'll switch to that. But right now, if you don't know it, you can look at them, but otherwise try to do it from your memory. Ready? Number 1. Ich. Ni. Sun.
Hep.
Stepping back. Ich. Ni. Sun. All the way through the finish.
Hep.
Very nice. Number 1, but on the other side. So everyone switch feet.
Us.
Was.
At home, you should now have your right foot in front, your right arm out. Ich. Number 1. Ni. Number 2. Or step 2. Sun. Kiai.
Hep.
Defense. Ich. Ni. All the way. Sun. 1, 2.
Hep.
Very good. Everyone switch your feet back.
Us.
Was.
Number 2, with an explanation. Take your time, be precise. Stepping forward, face punch, Jodan Suki. Ich. Stepping in, stomach punch, Chudan Suki. Ni. Off your back leg, front snap kick, Maigiri, and step forward. Sun, with Kiai.
Hep.
Very nice. Nore. Okay, defense for number 2. Your left leg will step back. Your right hand will upper block. Left leg back, right hand upper block. Ich. Step all the way back, inside block. Ni, Chudan Uchiuke. Step back, palm heel block, Shoteuke. Sun. Let's freeze here for a moment. Look at the seniors. We should be in a modified back stance, Kokutsurachi, meaning our weight is on our back leg. It's modified because the front leg is turned 90 degrees to protect your front knee. Good. And the weight is otherwise there. All right. Back fist strike into elbow strike. And go.
Hep.
Very good. Right leg swings all the way back. Kamaite. So number 2 once again, but this time without an explanation, just the count. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun. Kiai.
Hep.
Nore. Left leg back, right hand up. That's all you get. Ich. Ni. All the way through the end. Sun.
Hep.
Very nice. Kamaite. So we return as though we were going to do another repetition on this side, but switch your feet.
Us.
Was.
All right. Opposite side, number 2. On your own, on the count, but no explanation. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun.
Hep.
So it was left leg back, right hand up. Right leg back, left hand up. Ich. Ni. Sun. All the way through the finish.
Hep.
Very good. Remember, especially when we go to the reverse side, that is the moment that if your mind goes, I've got it, I'm good, and you wander off, you will mess it up. You will go back to the original version. Kamaite.
Hep.
No, Kamaite to the regular way, Adri, back to where we were, right? As though we were going to do another one on this side, but we're not. Switch your feet.
Us.
Was.
All right, now we're on to number 3 with explanation. So, stepping forward, front snap kick off our back leg. So, just as a rule for people at home to remember, number 2 and number 3 start with the technique we finished the prior number. That may have sounded complicated. Number 2 starts with the last move of number 1. Number 3 starts with the last move of number 2. So we finish number 2 with a front kick. We start number 3 with a front kick. Ready? Ich. Maigiri. Step all the way in. Face punch. Jodan Suki. Ni. Off your back leg. Roundhouse kick. Mowashiri. Sun.
Hep.
Just like number 2, we nare in a moment after we kick. Good. You're giving your partner a chance to do the finishing techniques when it's done with a partner. Sometime in 2022 or whatever, you're allowed to do techniques with a partner again. But we give it a little pause. All right. Just like number 2, left leg back, right hand block. But we're doing the block we finished number 2 with, the Shoteuke. Left leg back, right hand Shoteuke from a modified back stance. Kokutsurachi. Ich. Good. Stepping all the way back, upper block, Jodan Uke. Ni. Good. We're stepping back and doing a Juji Uke, a double block, a version of a Juji Uke. Sun. So back here, Juji Uke can kind of define any two-handed block in general. And now right Shudo Uchi Uchi, leaving your left hand up. Go. Left hand stays up, protecting your face. And now shift your weight. Big left hook. Go.
Yeah.
Very good. Right leg all the way back again. Kamaite. Number 3, once again, no explanation, just the count. Ich. Ni. Sun.
Yeah.
Up.
Just like number 2, left leg back. Ich. Ni. Sun. And finish. Yep, go ahead.
Up.
Very good. Kamaite, as though you're going to do a third one. Switch your feet. Finally, number 3, opposite side, no explanation, last one. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun.
Yeah.
Up.
Defense. Ich. Yes. Ni. Sun. And finish.
Yeah.
Very good. From here, we don't have to go all the way back to Kamaite because we're done. We're technically in kind of a fighting stance. So which way do we nare? I think either one is probably not the end of the world. But since we're in a fighting position, let's bring that front leg back. Nare. Very good. Once again, everyone down on your stomach, push-up position at home in here. You have 30 seconds, any style upper body exercise you'd like, and begin. Go. Let's remember, I'll try and see if I can get on both cameras here. If you're doing push-ups on your knuckles, because of the size of the middle finger knuckle, you tend to either rock forward on the first 2 or rock back on the back 3. If you go back on the back 3, it feels easier because you're spreading it out over 3 different knuckles. When you're on the first 2, all the way down, roll over on your back, 30 seconds. When you go into the first 2, it feels usually a little more uncomfortable at the beginning because it's only 2 points of contact, but those are the points that matter for an actual punch. Those are the knuckles that you're going to hit with. So when we're doing our push-ups on our knuckles, try your very best to get onto those first 2. Mainly, if you rock back, the first knuckle will be up in the air. Turn it forward so that both of our knuckles are on the ground. That's the point of contact, not the back knuckles, the pinky knuckles. And down. Very good. One last stretching out any way you'd like. Coming back with some katas. So those of you that joined us on Monday, I made this explanation, I'll do it one more time. What we're going to do here is the 2 seniors are going to start with a few katas that are like the lowest ones of each family of kata. So one of the ways that we like to do it at the Upper West Side Kenshikai Karate is that the families of katas are, Taikyoko are all pretty basic, but then there's the Pinans, and then there's the Kenshikais, and then there's the Makuso katas. The Makuso katas are a whole group of katas starting in advanced yellow belt. And I actually like to teach the most beginner of each one of those families relatively early. Not necessarily at white belt, but almost right away thereafter. And so I like pretty early on for many of the students to know Taikyoko number 1, Kenshikai number 1, Pinan number 1, but also Sanchin, because Sanchin is the first of that whole family of katas. And it's a little bit of a challenging kata for the newest of students, but I think it's a really good kata to learn early on, just as a foundation for all your later Makuso katas. So we're going to do all 4 of those katas right now. Everyone at home should join us. Even if you're a white belt, you should join us for Sanchin. And then the black belts are going to do more advanced katas a couple times. And when they do that, you can either follow along and do the same kata with them, or you can do any kata that you'd like using my count to help you out. So we do 4 katas together as a group, no matter what rank you are, and then feel free to do whatever you'd like after that, including copy the seniors. Let's stand up. And just for the purpose of looking cool on camera, why don't the 2 of you switch positions? So Jennifer, go with the left and forward. Get a bow between each other. By the way, for those of you at home, an official bow is exactly 6 foot long. So if you decide, you can just take a bow, attach it to your stomach and walk around, and anyone you hit has come within the wrong distance. Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Why not? Why not hit random people with sticks while walking on the street? What could go wrong? Okay. Yoi. Let me check our framing. Jennifer, move a little bit to your right. A little more. Adri a little more back.
Us.
And we look good. Excellent. And Yoi.
Us.
Taiko kata number 1. If you are at home and you have a limited space, just make what we call those half-step adjustments whenever you need to. Ready? Ich. Taiko 1. Ni. San. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hatch.
Ha.
Very good. Yep, let's make adjustments a little bit. Two. You're fine. You don't have to knock forward. Ju. Ich. Ni. Back up the middle. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook.
Ha.
Very good. Sich. Hatch. Go. Ju.
Ha.
All right. Very good. Adjust the lines. Move a little bit, both of you, to your right. Nope, Jen, you're off. But move to the right, please. Jennifer, yep. Excellent. Okay. So I'm going to ask all of you in the next kata, and maybe all of the ones for the rest of your life, to pay attention to your gaze. So where do you look? You know, we often describe that traditionally as like, you know, turn your head and look where you're going. But I want to be very specific. I want it to be about your gaze. Where do your eyes look? And there's two reasons to this. One, it creates a better appearance. The kata looks better if you look as though you're putting your attention toward where you're going. But that's the lesser of the two reasons. That looks good, but that's not the reason we do kata. The second reason is that you are very well built to put your force and your energy in somewhere that you're looking. If you try to look, that's the reason that like basketball, a no-look pass is cool, is because I'm not looking the way that I'm passing. It's more challenging. Therefore, looking the way you're going should be more effective, should be more powerful. So I want you to look where you imagine that actual opponent to be. They're going to be a couple feet in front of you, directly there. So let's move on to Kenchi Kai Kata number 1. And I want you to look and visualize this opponent, this target. If you don't want to picture a person, picture a pad or something else that you're striking. Picture something. Yoi. Kenchi Kai Kata number 1. Ready? Ich. Very nice. Ni. And you will notice almost immediately an increase in power and accuracy. San. Chi. Towards us. Go. Double punch down. Rook. Sich. Hatch.
Ha.
Stepping back. Go. It's cool. Inside. Outside block. Ju. Lower block. Ich. To the left. Ni. 1, 2. 1, 2. Stepping forward. 2 punches. Sun. Turning. Ji. And go.
Ha.
Very nice. All right. Good. Slight adjustment of the lines. Excellent. Yoi. You're good. Pinan Kata number 1.
Us.
Good. Very similar to Taikyoku number 1. If we have any white belts or blue belts, this kata should still be quite simple for you until the last 4 moves. Ready? Ich. Ni. Sun. Block. Pull all the way back and strike. Step in and punch. Chi. Down the middle. Go. Upper blocks. Rook. Sich. Hatch.
Ha.
Back leg turns. It's now just Taikyoku number 1 for the next 8 moves. Ku. Ju, meaning lower blocks and stomach punches only. Ich. Ni. Back up the middle. Sun. Chi. Go. Rook. All right, last 4 moves include this movement called Shuto Moashi Uke. Watch Shion Jennifer one time. She's just going to back leg turn and Shuto Moashi Uke. So back leg turn like always, and then arms make that big circle. Even if this technique is above your rank, I'm sure you've seen it. So now Adri, join her. Go. Just Adri. Good. Everyone, if you haven't done that, what would it be, 17th move, please join us in it now. And now everyone step in on the diagonal. Hatch. Turning. Hook. And jump.
Yep.
Very good. Front leg pulls back. All right. Very good. Adjust the lines. Okay. Feet together, hands together like the beginning of class. Mokuso. So this is the starting position for all of our Mokuso katas. These katas have more of a Okinawan history than the more modern Pinans and Kenshikais and Taikyokos. Good, heels together. Thank you. Even high-ranking people need some corrections here. Sanshin kata. Yoi. So why don't both of you just take a little step back? Uh-huh. Good. And Jennifer, a tiny bit to your left. No. Not even close to that much. Back. Yeah, you're just blocking Adri a little, but only a little. Okay. It's okay. This entire kata is done in Sanshin Dachi. Ready? Itch. So your right foot is now exactly one step in front of your left foot. The toes of your left foot are lined up with the heel of your right foot. Your arms are up and your body is tense. Not like stress tense, we've all got enough of that, but like strong. Both fists will, we're gonna step and then punch together here. I'm sorry, not yet even, right? Okay. Yeah, even other Shions need corrections here. All right, left hand punch and recover. Knee. Now we're going to put those two movements together, the step and the punch and block. Sun. Don't forget about the idea of your gaze. Where are you looking? Don't let it wander. Don't let it drift. Those that know the kata shouldn't need to look up and see it. You should just hear my count. Those that don't, you can copy, but it shouldn't take too much work. Chi. Step and punching underneath our elbow. Turning. Go. And now why don't both of you take a big step to your left towards the mirrors. Excellent. That's much better. Sitch. Left hand punching under right elbow. That always indicates that we're going to turn. Let's turn. Go. Across. Twist. Left arm up. Right hand punches. Good. Step in again. Sitch. Left hand punch. Left hand recover. Right hand. No moving your feet anymore. Go. One more, go. So they're going to pull their hands back and stab. I'm just going to show you guys a detail here. You're going to go knuckles together before you pull back. And as you pull, close the fists. As we come back, we should have a moment where it's a double chamber. And then as we come out, tightening up the core and the chest in our double Nukite. Ready, go. Pull. And double stab. Two more of those. Go. Go. We're now going to do this motion, Shuto Enkei-uke, easily the most complicated movement in the kata, and it's going to be the one that if you're below a yellow belt, you might struggle with a little. We're going to spend 2 minutes at the end of our katas going over Shuto Enkei-uke. So those of you that feel really confused right now, don't worry, we're going to review it right at the end of class. Let's do it now. Ready, go. Right foot comes in, big Shuto Enkei-uke, right hand ends on top, and now we do the same thing on the left side. Go. Left hand down and around and out and rook. Recover. Okay. Nar. So now we're going to do two more katas. I'm going to assign the first one to the seniors. I'm then going to give them the choice for their last kata. Again, those of you at home can either copy what you have the seniors do right now, or you guys can do any kata you'd like of your rank using my count. I'll count a little bit slowly to match all of them. If you pick a 15 move kata and these guys are doing a 20 move kata, at the end of those last 5 moves, just hang out. Otherwise, go ahead, feel free to copy the ones that they're doing right now. Okay. Two seniors, Mokuso position. Good. Yeah, Shinjo, why don't you come back a little bit? Yeah, you're still 6 feet. Sanchin.
I want to follow Andrew because it's been a really long time.
Go ahead. Ready? Sanchin. I know it sounds like what we just did, Sanchin. Slightly different name, but very similar. Ich. This is a Shodan, first degree black belt kata. Ni. Sun. Cheat. She and Jennifer decided to do some imagination there, go somewhere else. Go.
Just trying to see if you wanted me to move back.
No, you're good. Right.
You both look good in both frames.
Sitch. Hot. No, actually, it's good. Cool. No, you're off by a count. I didn't skip the count. Yep. Yep. Okay. Both of you slide back.
Us.
Was
Excellent. Okay. All right. Anyone at home who's copying this kata who doesn't know it, strap in. Jump.
Yeah.
up. Oh my god. We need a rehearsal.
Your rehearsal, Shion Jennifer, is the 25 years of karate that you've done before this moment.
Was
Okay. And about 20 of that as a black belt that knows this kata.
all true.
I know. This is what happens when in my class you decide to talk back. I then just get to talk and talk and talk, and you just have to stand there and take it. All right, go! Forward and back. Going towards the other direction. Go! So this kata hits the 8 directions. North, south, east, west, and then northwest, northeast, southwest, southeast. And so try to hit each one of these 8 points if you know the kata, or even if you don't. Stepping forward on that diagonal and then back on that diagonal. Go! Forward on it, back on it. Okay. Go! Stepping to this, I'm sorry, stepping back into ume uke. So now we're going directly on north-south. Go! Stepping back again, everyone's good. Reinforce back fist strike coming. Go! 1, 2.
Yeah.
Really good. Turning. Go. Good. So one of the keys for those of you at home, especially for like Shodans that are still learning this kata, is we were in Sanshin Dachi. I'm not sure if you guys can see my feet, but let's hope we can. We're going to bring the foot right in front of the other. So then when we turn, we're on this angle, ready to go. Stepping forward with our right leg. Go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Go. First set of these elbows. Rip. So now our feet are already in a straight line. So we simply turn them both. And you'll end up on this back diagonal. Using the north, south, east, west ideas, it would be on our kind of southeast corner back here. Go. Ignoring in your apartment or here in the dojo which directions are actually north and south, etc. Stepping forward. Go. 1, 2, 3, and back. Good. Second set of elbows. Go. Go. Good. We're going to have our leaping motion pushing down with the left, jumping forward, and go.
Yeah.
Jumping back. Go. And returning to Moxo. Go. No, all right. Good. Shake it out.
Us.
All right. So Shion Jennifer, what kata do you want to do? Anything you want.
Pinon 2.
Pinon 2.
Keeping it safe.
Senpai Adri.
Ashiyan. Pinon 5.
5. Okay. So these two are doing Pinon 2 and Pinon 5 respectively. If you want to copy either one of them, feel free. Both a 20-move kata. If you want to do a different kata at home, do a different kata. We've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it one more time now. Every single one of the Kenshikai katas, I don't just mean Kenshikai 1 through 5, I mean all the katas that we do in the dojo are all up on our YouTube page now. Also, Shion Russell, I think actually might be watching this class right now, he also on his channel a long while ago did all of the katas and a lot of the material. It's also there as well. But we recently put up a copy of every single one of our katas. And they don't have a deep explanation, it's just basically showing it. But you can go through it slowly if you'd like. We didn't do slow, broken down versions. Maybe at some point we will. But that's really something that you'll kind of get in class. The idea with the katas up there is for reference. So you can quickly look up, wait, which move was it here? And you can look up there. They're all on our YouTube channel, and they're all categorized by the category that they're in. Please go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. The more subscriptions that we get on there ultimately allows us to start doing some live videos on there as well. There's a limitation where you can't do it before you get a certain number of subscribers. And I think YouTube Live would be a great venue for all these classes while we still have to do them, but we need your support subscribing for us to do that. So if you want to look up some katas, do that. And do the standard speech. Say, hit subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yoi. Pinon 2, Pinon 5, respectively. Ready? Itch. Nink. Sun. Cheek. Go. Sitch. Looking good. Hatch.
Hop.
Yeah.
Very good. Go. Go. Itch. Very nice. Neat. Sun. Cheek.
Yeah.
Go. Rip. Sitch. Hatch. Coop. Joe.
Yeah.
Hop.
Very good. Norre. Very good. Shake it out.
Let's.
Okay, let's see. So Jennifer, move in a little bit to your right.
Let's.
Andrew, a little bit back into your left.
Push.
Jennifer, a little more to your left. That actually is blocking Andrew now. Go back to your right. Andrew, big step to your left.
Push.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, so now let's just last thing for the end of class. We're over time, but I always run these classes over time, so it is what it is. Let's look at that Shudo and Keike movement, right? So it's a very complex movement for even advanced yellow belts, and certainly for blue belts and white belts. But with a little practice, it makes sense. It's the reason it's challenging is because both of your arms have to do two kind of different things. It's kind of like a patting your head, rubbing your belly type of thing. So let's all do it together. So everyone pick up Sanshin Dachi. What we're going to do is, I'm not quite sure how it plays out with reversing it through the camera, but we're going to do the opposite side, so we're a mirror image of you guys. Might not work, I'm just not sure. So no, it's fine. So no, we're going to be a mirror image. You'll see why in a second. So everyone at home, put your right foot in front, Sanshin Dachi. All of us here are going to put our left foot in front, Sanshin Dachi. Okay. And now everyone put both hands out like we're in Sanshin Kata. Okay. If you're at home, you're going to do right hand on top. You're going to pull your right foot back and right hand on top. In general, whatever hand comes on top, that foot comes back. We're going to do left, so hopefully we'll be a mirror image for you guys. And so just mimic what you see directly. Hopefully it works out. I might have it all backwards with the cameras, but we'll see. So left foot, I'm sorry, for you guys, right foot comes back, right hand on top. We're doing the opposite. Good. You have an up hand and a down hand. The up hand starts to join the down hand. It comes in the middle. Wait, just come to this position for me, Jen. Yep. Good. So the top hand joins there. As it starts to pass, step your front leg back. Okay. Now forget about your feet. They're done. Now it's just the arms. The hand that was coming down continues to go down. The hand that wasn't moving starts rising up until we get to 12 and 6 o'clock. Once we're at 12 and 6 o'clock, continue having them move the opposite sides from each other until you reverse them to the other 12 and 6 o'clock. Now you're going to pull both hands back, and here's where you kind of have to remember which was up and which was down. Pushing forward, you guys at home, with your right hand on top. We're pushing forward with our left hand on top. Okay. Everyone step forward back to where you started. We're going to do the exact same one again. You're not switching sides. Okay, both hands out. Okay. Front foot joins your back foot. Front hand comes up. Front hand starts to drop while your foot that was moving continues to move. 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Once you hit there, they're now doing the same thing opposite each other. Around, 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 around until it's the other 12 and 6. Pull back and push forward. Whatever hand was starting, that's the one that finishes on top. I'm going to do it one time a little faster so you guys can see we're here. In, down and around, and out. Almost never do people do this motion too big. They tend to go too small. So nice and big. 30 seconds on your own. Practice the technique. Go ahead, you guys do both sides. Just repping it a few times so that people at home can use it as a reference. We'll call it. Very good. So this actually brings up a very interesting point, in my opinion. The point is that there are many techniques. As you, basically from yellow belt on, you start doing katas that have techniques in there that you never practice as basics. We never, for example, at least not very often, just stop and do Shuto and Kyuke. We don't, if you think Pinan 2, we almost never practice those first 4 motions all by themselves. And so when you're new to karate, many of the techniques within your kata you practice as basics. And then at a certain point, it's your own responsibility. You're not going to practice the more advanced techniques by themselves very much. There's too many of them. We don't have enough time. What's going to happen is that you are going to need to practice these parts. And if you only practice them the number of times you do the kata, you won't get anywhere nearly enough done. You know, how many times within a class do you get to practice, say, Sanshin kata and do the Shuto and Kyuke? Twice? Maybe another kata or two that has it? So no, you're going to have to spend the time. Feel free to ask me, ask a senior, how do I do this technique exactly right? But you're then going to have to practice it. Okay. And Yame.
That's
Very good. All right. Thank you very much. Let's line up just as before. This one here, Chad. And that one, next one. Very good. Everybody, Shinzen back. Race. Face here. Race. Jianganapur. Senpai Aji. Good. Feet together, hands together. Moxa. Moxa. And all right. Very nice. Face here one more time, bow. Take one little step back. You can stay standing, whatever's fine. One last point. Thank you very much, all of you that joined us. One of the things that we're working on, Shannon and I were talking about this just over the last couple of days. We have been, trying very hard, and hopefully you guys have been as well, of continuing our practice using this technology, using the internet, using cameras, using all of this to kind of keep the idea going. But it's very frustrating that it doesn't feel the same, right? You don't get to see the people, you don't get to do all that. However, what people are starting to learn in everything, in every industry, is like, okay, instead maybe of trying to force doing things the exact same way they were before, but instead like how much can I get done and how much can't I? Start thinking outside the box of in what way can we use the technology in a way that we couldn't at home. The best example, we couldn't in the dojo. The best example is what I was talking about with the katas, right? You have all the katas on YouTube. One thing you can't do in the dojo, at least not politely, is ask someone to pause and rewind the kata and do it again, right? So you see a senior doing Sanchin, you can't raise your hand and be like, you go back 5 moves and do it again, but you can do it with a tape, right? You can do it on YouTube. So that's just a simple example of how the technology actually is an improvement, or we can find an advantage over doing it live. And so we're starting to try to come up with that. We're trying to come up with that. Not only can ways we keep training, but how can we actually do it better because of the nature of the technology? If you have suggestions, feel free to email us about, hey, have you ever considered this? We won't accept them all, especially if they are like way too far outside the box, but we're happy to hear all of them. We appreciate any and all of them. I'm sure there's things we aren't thinking of. As many industries figure out how to do kind of distributed work, they come up with really innovative ideas. At the very beginning, it's just like a clumsy version of the normal thing. You go, oh, this is less efficient, this is worse. Inch by inch, it actually, I think, often becomes, I won't say better, but there's a lot of advantages we can find. So thank you for joining us. We're happy to take any suggestions that you guys have about any part of what we're providing. We plan on providing a lot more. We have some cool stuff coming down the pipe that I don't want to ruin the surprise of when it comes out. You'll enjoy it when it does, I hope. And thank you again. Ois. Ois. You guys can get out of here.
6 feet away, fist bump.
6 feet away. Yeah, no fist bumps. No, don't be crazy. What are you, crazy?